Hi everyone, it's Laura. Welcome back to my channel. I have another plan with me. This is for the week of Christmas, but this will be up past Christmas because it is Christmas Eve right now, and I hope you had a really good holiday if you celebrate. Otherwise, I hope you had a good Hanukkah if you celebrate that, if you celebrate Kwanzaa, if you celebrate Festivus, if you celebrate anything else. I don't know if there's any other holidays. Solstice, I guess, that was on this Monday. Otherwise, just a good week of winter or summer if you're in a different hemisphere than me. This is the week of December 21st. We're getting to the end of 2020, you guys, and I will show you my previous week. You would have seen this all filled out. I think I need to zoom out just a pinch more. I've seen this at the end of the previous video, which I will link up in this corner here, because I did this as a rewind, so you would have seen the whole video, or the whole spread filled out on that video, but I haven't updated it yet because that was like a day ago, so I still need to fill out my checklist for my habit tracker, my YouTube schedule, and I still need to find a bake cookies sticker of some sort. But otherwise, I think it's ready to go. Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure. I still haven't filled out the other habit tracker either because this is literally like, I'm doing this like back to back to back, so whatever. But this week I have a beautiful kit from Chic Blossom Prints. I actually ordered this last year, but my package kind of got lost-ish and then it eventually showed up, so I never got to use these kits last year, but I used a fall one earlier this year, and then I have this beautiful kit this year. It is very non-traditional colors because it is white and blue, and very pastel, not at all red and green, which is totally fine. I've used a lot of other kits that are very festive in the color scheme, and this one is just so wintry and beautiful, and I'm very, very excited to use it. And the silver foil is beautiful. The like deco with the ornaments, the holly, the presents, the bell, the quotes, the candle. Ugh, I think it's so pretty. And then it has floral, like what? Ugh, I'm so excited. I hope it's gonna still be really, really pretty. I mean, I'm sure it will be, but I hope I don't feel like I'm missing that like Christmas feel, but it's 1 week in my planner, like if anything, and it's still going to be gorgeous because it just is. But this kit was called White Christmas, and it has silver foil all over. So it says, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas and Merry Christmas. And this is perfect because we had a blizzard last night. So we definitely have a white Christmas. White Christmas is like, I think you have to have 1 inch of snow. We have like 10. So yeah. But there's like the white wood, the soft blue, the floral. Oh, I think it's so pretty. So these are the full boxes, and then we have some quarter boxes. These are like header size. We have text headers, like labels, these little like not quarter boxes, these like, I don't know, label boxes, and then some black scripts. I don't know if this sheet was an add-on or if it just came with it. I don't remember, but they're foiled icons, which are gorgeous. And then this page has foiled checklists and foiled flags, and then some other functional type things. It cracks me up that you get like an egg. Her icons are just funny. Sidebar tracker type stuff. Look at this fun bottom washi. Super fun. Foiled date covers of this week's sticker. Washi up here. Tracker or checklists. And then boxes of all sorts. I put my vitamins and skincare. There's Bill Due. Boxes, like I said. And then this page is a stunner because you get 4 sets of glitter or foil overlay headers, and then another set of date covers. I'm going to use these ones. They're a little bit more fun with the pattern. Foiled half boxes. You do get a set of numbers, but I pulled out foil ones, and then these bow things. So I'm going to leave that out. I don't think I need this page at all, so I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to leave out the washi for now, and we'll put this stuff to the side. So I'm going to do TK Talks. So we're just going to fast forward while I work, and then it is, like I said, Christmas Eve night, so most of my week has happened. There's still a little bit of week left, but tomorrow is not going to be a lot. I'll probably sleep in a little bit, and then we're going to see my brother and my niece in the afternoon. So that's basically tomorrow, and then probably nothing Saturday, and then Sunday is my dad's birthday. So not a ton else the rest of the week. Like, that's basically what I'm going to be marking. And probably like starting to plan my trip home for the week after. So that's about it, because that's the last week of the year, I think. Yeah, so I'll be traveling back to Colorado sometime this week, because I go back to work January 4th. And I need to be back in Colorado because I have to go to the dentist for dental work on the 6th. So sometime this week I'll be going to Colorado. So it's going to be a little weather dependent, but we'll be starting to look at the weather and plan my trip back here. So yeah, that's about it, but I will talk through my plans for what happened this week when I return. But otherwise, just enjoy the TK Talks portion of the video and then come back at the end for my plans for the week. Alright guys, it's time for the TK Talks portion of the video. And this week, I think I want to talk about word of the year. Do you guys do a word of the year? I know it's part of the power sheets, which I know I've been talking about a lot lately, but I'm jazzed about power sheets, and I know a lot of you guys are too, and I'm pretty bummed about 2021 power sheets, so sorry, not sorry. But I've done word of the year a lot longer than I've done power sheets. So the idea is just like a word that kind of focuses your attention and your intentions for the year. Like what are your intentions for a whole year? Like what are you wanting to accomplish? What are you wanting to achieve? Where are you wanting to spend your time and energy? And not focusing on like the negative portion of like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, but rather like, this is where I'm wanting to set my compass, right? Like this is where I want to set my mind and my heart and my eyes, and I want to keep moving towards whatever fill in the blank is. I've had a couple of really great years. Create was one of my best years, and I can't remember what year that was. It was like 4 years ago. This past year, like 2020, was thrive. That was not a great word for 2020. But at the same time, like, as much as I struggled with that word, I feel like that word meant that I didn't give up. Like, every time I wanted to give up, it was kind of like, your word is thrive. Like, how can you keep thriving? How can you find a way to thrive in this situation? And maybe it's not thriving, but maybe it's like getting through, and maybe that is your thriving. Like, you're trying to thrive in a pandemic. Like, maybe thriving in a pandemic is just one foot in front of the other and making it through. And it was humbling to try to do that because I thought this year was going to be fantastic. I thought it was going to be healthy a lot sooner in the year. And it was just a struggle. It was a big struggle, but I think it was an okay word. Like, it was definitely one of my toughest words to do, but it was also one of the toughest years I've had, so I don't know, it was fine. And it was a struggle to come up with that word. Also, like, I felt wishy-washy about that word from the get-go, and I kind of just ended up being like, nope, this is the word, then this is what we're gonna stick with. And I think a couple of times throughout the year I kind of was like, no, we need to focus on these other things. And in the power sheets there are spots for I can't remember if it's a quarterly, like to change your word quarterly or monthly or something like that, but and I did try out some other words and some other things, but eventually I came back to Thrive. And Thrive has been the word for the year overall. But I'm happy to let go of the word for next year. My word for 2021 is self-discipline, and it's kind of a boring one, not gonna lie. But it's definitely the right one. It's time, like, it's needed to happen for a while to get me back on track, because it probably should have been my 2020 word, and then 2021 could have been Thrive. And maybe I'll come back to Thrive after a year of self-discipline. I don't know. But yeah, it's time. It's time. It's the right word. It's been needing to happen, like I said. So that is my 2021 word, and maybe it'll be some other form of it, but essentially that concept. So if you hear me say that it's a different word, that's what happened there. But that kind of idea of self-discipline or discipline, or something along those lines. But I want to know if you do word of the year, and if so, what is your word of the year? What was your word of the year for 2020? And how did it go? I want you to reflect on that. And if you're willing to share, I'd love to hear. I know some people were cracking up because their word of the year was home or rest. And they were like, well, got that. Or family or something like that. And they were like, oh my God, got so much of that. And other people were like, my word of the year was adventure. And they were like, no. So it's really curious to hear people's words. So I'm really curious if you're willing to share what your word was for 2020 and how did it go. Were you able to make it work in these very different situations that happened? Because obviously when you plan maybe at the end of 2019 for your year ahead, you were not planning for all of the things that happened in 2020 to be how they were. And, you might have totally had to change things or pivot. How many times did we hear the word pivot this year? So I'm curious. And then, do you have thoughts looking forward for 2021 yet of what might be your word of the year if you do that? If you've never done a word of the year, maybe consider it. If you've never done one before, my recommendation would be maybe Google some word lists and kind of see or if you just kind of know maybe some areas of your life where you're I really want to focus on this or this or that. Let's see, there's create, communicate, thrive. What else have I done? What was the other C word I did? Not communicate, create, and I don't think I did cultivate, but that's a great one too. I don't remember. But definitely look up some word lists and see what words jump out to you. I would write them down, just make a list or make a word map or something. I would look up the definitions, see what words stand out to you, maybe look up in a thesaurus, like other words that are similar, look up the antonyms of those words. Are they really vibing with you? Narrow your list down, and then I sit with a bunch of words for like a while. And I kind of let them chill out with me, and eventually I kind of narrow them down and be like, that one doesn't quite fit. That's not really what I'm looking for. That's not really the right tone of what it is. 'Cause some words you just kind of get a negative tone, or it's just not right for the how you feel about it. Or sometimes like I see the word or hear the word over and over again, or you find yourself saying or writing or talking and using the word over and over again, and then you kind of have an indication like maybe that's your focus. So if you've never done a word of the year, that's kind of my basic tips to you. But there's definitely more information online, so you can search it. But yeah, I highly encourage you to try it if you've never done it before. I don't do resolutions. That's not my thing. But I've done word of the year, and I find it much more fulfilling to me to try to, like I said, align my compass, my life compass towards whatever this thing is. So that's my thoughts, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on word of the year down below, especially as we get to the end of 2021. And next week I had Tamara gave me the idea of what I learned in 2020, so that will be my TK Talks next week. So if you want to start thinking about what you learned in 2020, that will be the topic for next week if you're willing to share. So get looking forward to that, because that will be the last one. I'm not sure if I'll continue TK Talks in to 2021. You guys let me know if you want that, but I'll for sure be finishing out this year, and it's been really good. So let me know down below your word of the year stuff, and if you would like me to continue this series, and if you do, any other topics you guys want me to talk about. All right, keep listening and watching. All right, you guys, so this is where I'm going to end it for now. I still need like plan, film, edit, upload stickers, and a few other things. Obviously, I need to fill it out, but I will show you that in next week's video. So I have my I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas, my vitamin skincare, my YouTube schedule, and then a floral box. I have Hello Winter, and then I have Taking My Will, my power of attorney to get signed. I ordered my dad's birthday gift. I forget what I was going to mark here. This is our internet was out all day. I had a lazy day. I paid Tamara for some washi. Let's see. I had bills. I did my nails. I think there was a nail polish sticker, but I forgot to put it down, but I can grab one. I had bills again. The internet tech guy was out here to fix our internet. I worked after we had internet back. I did a bunch of work enrolling students in their online classes for second semester and did emails. This was my brother's girlfriend was moved to the rehab center at the University of Minnesota rather than in the ICU. Then we had a blizzard. I did laundry today, and then I had to call about prescriptions because I had them mail ordered to me last Friday in like my doctor. We had a doctor's appointment on the phone. She refilled my prescriptions, and then I had them mail ordered to me in Wisconsin, but because I can't fill my prescriptions here, and normally they take 3 to 5 days to get to me, but they hadn't arrived yet. And I was like, well, I'm leaving next week, so I better call to see like when they're gonna get here. And I called and they're like, well, they're in our fulfillment center right now. And I was like, well, when are they gonna get here? And they're like, well, they're in our fulfillment center right now. And I'm like, so they haven't even shipped? And they were like, no. And then it'll be 7 to 10 business days because the post is running so slow. And I was like, oh God, like I'm not going to be in Wisconsin anymore. Like, can I switch the address? And they're like, well, no, but you can cancel the order. And I'm like, well, that's fine as long as they can put the refill back like on my account. And they were like, yeah, no problem. Well, last I checked, the refill isn't back on my account, so I'll have to check again in the morning. But I will have to order them to get to me in Colorado, and hopefully they'll arrive like around the same time that I arrive. And it's just going to be a fiasco. And I'll probably have to go a couple days without medicines, and hopefully that won't be a huge deal. I don't know. I really don't know what happens if I don't have medicine for a few days. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, I had to call about that plan, which I'm doing now, and then like film it and upload. I just mark it Thursday through Sunday every week. And then what's this one? Oh, my mom, I had a jacket that I brought home that had a zipper not functioning on it. So my mom had taken it into this place where I had a zipper done before, and she was able to go pick it up today because they took like forever on it. So they finally had it back in. They forgot to fix the sleeve, but my mom said she would try to fix the sleeve. So she went and picked that up for me today. This is filming Merry Christmas, even though it says it right here. This is for driving to my brother's house, and then I'm not sure what's going to go down here. I don't know if we're going to watch the Vikings game or who knows. This is editing, uploading. I'm not sure what else is Saturday. My dad's birthday, and then the Packer game. So like I said, I'm not real sure because Friday through Sunday haven't happened yet, but this is the spread. I think it is super, super pretty. I really, really love it. It's very, very pretty. I love these little boxes I added. Those are from the Pretty Pink Co. They're called decorative frames. I love the little like washi strip behind them. I think that kind of grounds the box instead of making it look like it's floating. I think it helps a lot to anchor it in the spread. So I definitely recommend that. I did that last week too with like these boxes. Here I didn't, but I kind of added around it, but I like what I did here. So I did something, and I did it here too. So I did something similar this week with those, and I'll probably use 1 or 2 more over on this side. So that's my guess. But yeah, I really love it. I'm a little afraid to write in black pen because I feel like I'm gonna ruin it, but I do have black countdown stickers, so I think it'll be fine. Just gonna have to be delicate. But I think it's really, really pretty. And like I said, if you want to see this spread filled out, I typically post on Instagram, and then I will also show this spread filled out when I do next week's spread. And I don't even remember what I have for, I have a really cute Scribble Prince Co. kit for next week. It's perfect for like the week after Christmas when you're like still in like that holiday, you're like still eating holiday food, and yet you just want to like be in pajamas all day long every day. That's like the vibe of that kit, and it's so perfect. Yeah, I can't wait to use that kit too. So it's gonna be a good one. It's not like New Year's party because who's doing that? It's gonna be great. Oh, I love this. Super pretty. I have no idea if you can still get this kit on her shop or not. But I love it. I think it's really, really gorgeous. Her shop is cute though. Chic Blossom Prints. I will leave it down below. It's on Etsy. And yeah, Leave your information about the TK Talks topic down below as well. The question will be linked, well, not linked, but like listed in the bottom bar. And I hope you guys had a great holiday season. Stay safe. The year's almost over, but not over yet. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Have a great one. Bye.